Hello, hello. Welcome to my Docusign command class. Let's go ahead and jump in. I want to start by clicking on your profile here in the top right corner and going down to settings. Let's make sure that your Docusign account is connected here. If it's not connected, you want to go ahead and make sure that is plugged in. And from there, let's get started. Whether or not client already in your contacts or getting them into your opportunity pipeline, we're going to come down here to opportunities, which is the handshake agreement, and we are going to create an opportunity. You're going to select your market center. If for me it's both or one or the other, you're going to click your opportunity type. So I'm going to go with a buyer client. This is where if they're already in your database, you can search their name as a client. So I'm going to do Kristen, okay? Or if they're brand new, you can add them as a contact using this icon right here. Click here. All right. The only other information that you need to add is your commission rate, and you can change the opportunity stage if you would like to track where they are. I'm going to go ahead and put an appointment, and that we kept our appointment, and I'm going to create that. So this is your buyer profile. The more information that you edit, put into these boxes, the more that will transfer over to Docusign. And if you do just any information, it will give you a chance to save it to Docusign. Okay, so when you're ready to hit document, and here to start with a work opportunity, please select a checklist type first. It's going to be right over here. You're going to hit what type of opportunity this is. So I'm going to go ahead residential, and then it tells me which documents I'm going to need for this transaction. So I need the broker of agency relationships disclosure and the exclusive right to buy buyer agency agreement. I'm going to go to transaction. This is going to pull me over to Docusign. So as long as that account is connected, you should be good to go. And then we're going to add Docusign forms. If you haven't done this before, it's going to ask you to put in your NRDS ID from the National Association of Realtors. So that's your number to have access to contracts. If you don't have that number, please reach out to me and I can help you get connected in that. So let's go ahead and add our broker disclosure and our exclusive right to buy contracts. So we're going to add those in. We want our people to sign them, so we're going to click on these two little boxes here. And we want to sign, so remember, people sign with a pen. We're going to hit a pen. And then we're going to select all of the people who need to buy. So I am the buyer's agent and I have one buyer, but if I had more, I can add them in. So we're going to hit continue. Okay. This is going to pull you over where you can add their information. So buyer agent, this is me. Okay. And then for my first buyer, I'm just going to do, brand new. Okay, that's just another email that I have. Here is where you can add a little message. Hey, please sign so we can talk about real estate. Okay, and we're going to hit next. So by selecting the roles, this is going to automatically put in your initial and signature lines into these contracts. So this is my client's field. And then here is mine as the buyer's agent. So I'm going to stick with the blue for our client here. As you go through this contract, brand new, you can click on text and add it here on the right. If you need to check off boxes, you double click them or double click to unaccept. You're going to note that the initial lines are outlined and this one's filled in. So the filled in ones are required to sign. So as they go through the document through DocuSign, they're going to be able to hit next As they go through the DocuSign, they're going to hit next. It's just going to take them to these required signatures. Okay, so if you want them to sign something here, then you click on the initial box that you want them and you can make it required. If you don't want an initial sign, then you can click on it and hit delete. Okay, and you can select a group and do it as a group if you wanted, more than one to be required. But as they go through the DocuSign, they're only going to be they're going to hit next and it's going to take them to the next required signature line. Okay. And so you are going to send this off once it's all completed. I'm not an agent, so I can't sign any contracts myself. Um, or I can't write contracts. If you need help writing a contract, please reach out to Delisha Dean. She'll be able to help you, and if you don't know her information, I will help you get it. And so I'm going to go in here on the back end. I'm just going to pause for 1 second to get these signed. So I sent these off, everybody signed it, and so you're going to get these copies here in your Documents tab, these little green copies. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Command. And so I want to upload this broker disclosure relationships. It's not letting me click anything because I have to attach from that I was just in. And I might have to refresh this page because I worked a little quickly. Usually you'd probably log out and then come back in. So here, I want to make sure, so this one is the certification of signed, but I want the actual signed copy. And then I want the signed of the exclusive right to buy. Okay, so those are completely uploaded. I did not have to download and re-upload. I just pulled over from my Docusign. And now that I have all of these consultation documents uploaded, I'm going to submit to my Market Center. I'm going to click this button, and it will say submitted. And so our compliance department will look these over to make sure everything is correct on it. And if there's an issue, it's going to be red, it'll say rejected, and they'll have a little comment box that you can hover over and it'll tell you what you need to fix. So you're going to want to go to each of these pages and upload documents. When you get to the closing, you're going to want to upload your commission check here, and you're going to want to submit your offer. So you hit continue, call it initial. We're going to go to parties. Oops. We're going to hit this one. Whatever your address is, we're going to hit continue. Oops. Oops. So I just picked a random address here, but we're going to hit continue to parties. Really, the only information that you needed is the asterisk, but I'm just going to put an A. A. All right, and we're going to go to terms. Here, if it's a buyer and you only have the one offer, it doesn't matter how much you put in cash and finance, as long as the sales price equals what you have agreed upon. So I'm just going to do 350,000. If you are doing a listing and you have a very particular client who wants to see all of this breakdown, you can add in that information. But for us, to get paid, all it needs is to say is the sales price has to be the total price. Agent analysis will allow you to type in any pros and cons for the opportunity. This is kind of more particular if you have a listing with multiple offers, and you're going to save. And then what you're going to do is you're going to accept your commission. You're going to manage your commission request, and you can add notes here. You're going to want to put in your contract date, and you're going to want to submit this in order to get paid. But that's how that works. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thanks. Bye.